writing. So it's been kind of a nice progression to kind of come over to the full-time to the writing side.
Gene Hackman is an American retired actor and novelist. Gene's performance as Buck Barrow in 1967's Bonnie and Clyde launched his career, and he's best known for award-winning roles in films such as The French Connection, Unforgiven, and The Royal Tenenbaums. During his nearly 50-year career, Hackman has won more than 30 awards, including 2 Academy Awards, 4 Golden Globes, and 2 BAFTAs. In 2015, he received the Career Honorary Award at the Cine Euphoria Awards. At the Golden Globes, Gene also won the Cecil B. DeMille Award and the Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Comedy, or Musical Award for his performance in The Royal Tenenbaums.
Weather and that kind of thing. So it's been a nice, a very nice idea for me in my older age.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Eugene Allen Hackman, but is also known as Gene Hackman. He was born January 30th, 1930 in San Bernardino, California, making him 92 at the time of this production. He stands at 1.88 meters or 6 feet 2 inches tall. In the late 1970s, Hackman competed in the Sports Car Club of America races, driving an open-wheeled Formula Ford. In 1983, he drove a Dan Gurney Team Toyota in the 24 Hours of Daytona Endurance race. He also won the Long Beach Grand Prix Celebrity Race. Hackman is an avid fan of the Jacksonville Jaguars and regularly attended Jaguars games as guest of then-head coach Jack Del Rio. He stated that his performance in Scarecrow is his personal favorite. He enjoys painting and writing fiction. He was previously a Dallas Cowboys fan. In 1990, Gene underwent angioplasty after he began having chest pains while vacationing in Oregon. And in 2012, he was hit by a car while riding a bike in the Florida Keys. Even though he's no longer a cigarette smoker, Hackman played a role of a chain smoker in Heartbreakers in 2001. He was using a special kind of cigarette that only produces heavy smoke without requiring any inhaling. Ironically and tragically, in 1962, Hackman's mother, Lydia, died of injuries incurred from a fire caused by her own smoking. Hackman's a supporter of the Democratic Party and was proud to be included on Nixon's enemies list. However, he's spoken fondly of Republican President Ronald Reagan. While at the Pasadena Playhouse, Hackman and a classmate were voted least likely to succeed. The classmate was Dustin Hoffman. He reportedly turned down the role of Randall Patrick McMurphy in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. In the Superman movies, he didn't like the idea of going bald for his role as Lex Luthor. He was allowed to wear wigs instead and was convinced to wear a bald cap in only a few scenes. Reportedly, Gene Hackman didn't get along well with Al Pacino when they made Scarecrow. When asked about friendship in an interview, Robert Duvall replied, "A friend is someone who, many years ago, offered you his last $300 when you broke your pelvis. A friend is Gene Hackman." He's friends with Chris Christopherson. He's distantly related to Jenny Blom. Gene married Faye Maltese on January 1st, 1956. They had 3 children together, Christopher, Elizabeth, and Leslie, before divorcing in 1986. He went on to marry Betsy Arakawa in December 1991.
Character. I suppose that comes from my acting, and that I like the idea of flawed characters also. It's great fun for me.
His father, Eugene, a printing press operator for the Commercial News, and mother, Anna, divorced in 1943, and Eugene abandoned Gene and his brother, Richard. After living in several cities, Gene grew up in Danville, Illinois, and became interested in acting at the age of 10. He attended Storm Lake High School in Iowa, but dropped out at 16 to enlist in the Marine Corps, after lying about his age, where he served as a field radio operator for 4.5 years. Hackman was discharged in 1951 and moved to New York. He later enrolled at the University of Illinois to study television production and journalism, then relocated to Los Angeles and began taking acting classes at the Pasadena Playhouse Theater in 1956. He became good friends with classmate Dustin Hoffman, and the two were roommates after Gene moved to New York City in 1957. In 1958, Hackman was cast in an off-Broadway production of Chaparral, and he made both his big screen and television debut in 1961, appearing in the film Mad Dog Call, as well as an episode of Tallahassee 7000. Gene's big break came after director Robert Rosen cast him in 1964's Lilith alongside Warren Beatty, who later helped Hackman land the role of Buck Barrow in Bonnie and Clyde. The role would earn Gene his first Oscar nomination. He was offered the role of Mike Brady on The Brady Bunch, but turned it down on his agent's advice. In 1970, Hackman starred in I Never Sang for My Father. In 1972, he appeared in The Poseidon Adventure. In 1978, Hackman showed his villainous side as Lex Luthor in Superman the movie, and he reprised his role in 1980's Superman 2 and 1987's Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. In the 1980s, he starred in several notable films, including Red, Hoosiers, and No Way Out. He earned critical acclaim and several awards for his performance in Wes Anderson's The Royal Tenenbaums, and in 2003, he co-starred with his friend Dustin Hoffman in Runaway Jury, which was the third film of Hackman's that was based on a John Grisham novel. His final film was 2004's Welcome to Mooseport. Hackman retired from acting in 2004, but he's continued to write, publishing Payback at Morning Peak in 2011 and Pursuit in 2013. He's also co-written 3 historical fiction novels with undersea archaeologist Daniel Lenihan: 1999's Wake of the Perdido Star, 2004's Justice for None, and 2008's Escape from Andersonville.
And how we're progressing and that kind of thing. We write separate chapters of separate characters, and hopefully they blend in together.
He's made money through acting and brand endorsement deals. Moreover, he also makes money by writing novels. In 1995, his salary from The Quick and the Dead was $1.3 million. He then earned $2 million from Superman in 1978. His salary from The Poseidon Adventure in 1972 was $1.2 million. He's the voice of the commercials for the Lowe's Home Center store chain. He has a net worth of $80 million. For many years, Gene has made Santa Fe, New Mexico his home. His current primary residence is a 12-acre property that he and Betsy extensively remodeled and redesigned. The interior spaces were rethought, and walls came tumbling down to accommodate Hackman's wish for generous rooms. 3 small rooms became the centerpiece of the house, a vast living area with tree trunk columns, irresistibly comfortable sofas, and an ultra-modern stereo system to fill the house with the music Hackman loves. The house is a blend of styles, part Pueblo, part colonial New Mexico, part Spanish Baroque. In the 1980s, he owned a 25-acre property in Montecito, California, which he sold for $5.5 million in 1985. In 2015, a later owner sold this house for $25 million. Hackman also previously owned a house in Pebble Beach, California, which he sold in 1993. This home was listed for $79 million in 2012. He owns the following cars: a Porsche, an Audi, and a Range Rover.